to all of my Leos. Welcome back to my channel, or hello if you're new. Make sure you subscribe, that way you'll never miss out on another video. Today we're going to be getting into your 2022 reading. I'm going to be pulling a few tarot cards, a few oracle cards, and we're going to get into what you should expect, some career messages, some love messages, and whatever else comes up that you need to know. So if you're interested, then let's get started. Okay, Leos, you guys are obviously very creative, vibrant, and energetic beings, right? You're very bold and courageous, and you guys are the leaders. So with that being said, let's get into career. The first thing I felt like doing was taking a big, long breath. What is it about your career that has just been on your shoulders, on your heart, so heavy? Do you see that? My phone goes off. Does your phone always ping? Are you always scrolling? Are you always connected? Do you see that? I don't take anything in my readings as coincidence. I always take it as synchronicity, because we open up a channel when we sit on our reading table, right? So you guys have been very busy, very fiery. And I'm not surprised, because you're ruled by the sun. And your symbol is the lion. And you're such a fiery sign. I also want to let you guys know, Leos, your lucky days are Sundays. You thrive on Sundays specifically. And throughout the year of 2022, pay specific attention to your energy on Sundays. So, career-wise, Leos, the first card that comes up is the Gates of Triumph. Success expands in your life. And then we have traveling lightly. Simplify your life. Okay. I felt like taking a big breath again. Wow, okay. You guys are releasing a lot of heaviness, and this is why I see this traveling lightly card. There's a lot of heaviness that you're releasing. And next year, you're traveling a lot less light. I mean, a lot, yeah. What am I even trying to say? Next year, you're traveling lighter than you did this year. Your load is lighter. And I love that for you, Leo, because you always take on the heaviest loads. And you just need a break. And career-wise specifically, I see you traveling into a direction where you don't have as much responsibility, but you still make more money than you did before. Your life is more simple, and you never thought that that could have been possible. Career-wise, I feel like a lot of you get to see that you were working really hard, and in 2022 you don't have to work that hard, and you get to make more money than you were making. I see that for a lot of you. Success expands in your life, and that's only because of the journeys that you've taken, career-wise, financially, the things you've learned, and the things that you've invested in, financially specifically. I see a lot of it paying off in 2022, and because it does pay off, a lot of you just want to simplify your life. You don't want too many responsibilities. You don't want too many bills. You don't want too many things in your name. You don't want too many things in your head. You just don't want a lot of stuff and baggage. So a lot of you, Leo, are just releasing so much. That means both in your physical world, you know, cleaning out your house and all of that stuff, and also cleaning out, you know, your files. And a lot of you may be budgeting more next year. And so you're just traveling a lot lightly when it comes to the way that you spend money. So it's a good year career-wise as well, because I see a lot of you just a lighter load in your career, in your job. And it allows you to breathe, but you're making a little bit more money though. So I love that for you. I'm also going to pick from some tarot, get some messages for you, see what you can look forward to for next year, 2022. I also see a lot of you may be moving into a bigger house. And so sometimes we have a lot of stuff, and in a smaller house it can seem congested, but then you move all of that stuff to a little bit of a bigger house and it's just everything seems a little bit more spacious. I feel like there's that spaciousness next year for a lot of you. You gain more space, whether that means more space spiritually or more space, you just gain more space to be yourself, and just space in your career, space in your job, and just a space to take a break. Yeah, look at this card right here, the Five of Swords. Five of Swords, in this card specifically, they're all focusing on this little boy that just cut his hand, and they're focusing on the blood that's dripping down. Not realizing that they should kind of run because that blood is going to attract sharks or something, right? So it's just like sometimes we look at the tiny things that we make so big when we should be focused on something else. And 2022, I just feel like you hone in on really the things that you should be paying attention to, and really stop paying attention to the things that you don't need to be. The Two of Wands. For so long, you've kind of just been sitting in the backgrounds, Leos, and that's not your true nature. Could have been even the pandemic. Leos are very bold, and they need to be out there. A lot of you guys are extroverts, and you like to show your light, and you should, because it's so natural for you, and it's such a bold part of you. And a lot of you, I feel like, kept it to yourself. You kept your light to yourself, your boldness to yourself. But in 2022, I really see you venturing out. Now you're peeking through outside your box, right? You're peeking outside your box and you're like, you know what? I want that, and I want to go there, and I want to do this. And a lot of you make it happen because you you change your focus. That's all it takes for a Leo, because you're such a fiery sign. You're ruled by the sun. And the sun, when the sun card pops up in tarot, what happens? It lights up everything that it touches, right? So you guys are ruled by the sun. You light things up naturally. And this fiery energy is something that you get to tune into next year. Specifically in your career for a lot of you. I see the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is telling me there's a reconciliation happening. There is some sort of coming together. So it could be two people coming together, merging to form a business. Two people coming together, two parties that were not agreeing, that come together and agree. This is a lot of just agreement and coming together and domestic bliss, and just agreeing to disagree, just being very civilized and just coming together and being like just respectful. I see that for a lot of you. Now this could be love-wise. For some of you, I do see in love with the Two of Wands and the Two of Swords. It's a lot of maybe domestic disputes that come to an end in 2022. Because the focus was somewhere else, and you lighten the load, and you just release a lot of that old baggage that was making you go head to head. So that's for some of you. For some of you, I also see that when it comes to work, career, and like if you were struggling or you had drama, or there was like situations happening at work, those are going to have resolutions. And you'll be surprised at how quick those resolutions come. in 2022. We also have here the moon. So a lot of you are tapping into your intuition. And Leos need that. Leos are so fiery. You guys need to tap into that feminine nature of yourself a little bit more sometimes, because you tend to just bring out that lion in you, right? And so sometimes you got to bring out the moon and kind of just be a little bit more soft. And I think you get to learn to balance these two energies within yourself in 2022 a lot. And this is so important when it comes to your love life. And then it's so important when it comes to career-wise too, right? To balance that lion and to balance the moon energy within yourself. So moving on, I want to pick from my love deck. So this is a deck that I use for love messages. This is the Whispers of Love, I think. I know a lot of you ask, so I like to just mention it if I remember. We have 3 messages for you, Leos. 3 love messages. The first one being a spiritual connection. So a relationship has a connection that goes beyond this lifetime. So the Two of Swords is showing me that this healing and this connection of this relationship is something that just goes beyond this lifetime. And you get to see this relationship flourish and thrive and grow in 2022. And I love that for you, Leo, because it's about time that you experience this. And for a lot of you, it could be a relationship that's already in your life. And for a lot of you, it could be a relationship that's coming in. But for some of you, this is a relationship with yourself. We also have here, listen with your heart. You are listening, but you need to hear with a loving heart. Leos, that lion in you doesn't let you listen sometimes, right? But in 2022, I feel like you're bringing out that gentle lion in you. The one that is nurturing and compassionate, but also protective, but that's also soft. So I love that for you, because I feel like you've been in defensive mode for so long. And it's easy for a Leo to get like that. But I feel like Leo, you're thawing out. And the last love card that comes up is choose love. You always have choice. Make yours with love. So love is a big thing in your life, Leo, next year, because I feel like there's a lot of healing and there's a lot of love coming in. And you find a lot of support around you. You get to see who's genuine. You get to see who will always stand by you. And you get to see which connections in your life that are just not from this life, not of this lifetime, but, you've met them in different lives. And that even could be, it doesn't even have to be romantic, You could have come across a person in a different life, and then the bond is so strong, it was so loyal that you meet again in another life, Now, the next card that I want to pull is from my surrender deck. I want to get a message, possibly of any challenges or struggles that Leos may have next year. Surrendering to passion. So get out of your head and feel the fire in your belly. Focus on the people or activities that ignite your passion and let it flow. Okay, Leos, I feel like for a while you guys have suppressed a lot of your passion. And next year, sometimes you may struggle to let it out because I feel like you're so used to holding on to that struggle of not allowing your passions to come out. What is it that you're holding back? Because next year it's coming out. And it's something you're very passionate about, but you just won't allow yourself to express it. But next year, no matter how much you stop yourself, you're going to express it. You're going to surrender to this passion. And it's bringing you an income, obviously. We saw that in the beginning of the reading, right? Surrendering to trust. Trust yourself and your decisions. Don't be swayed by other people's strong opinions about what to do. Take action and be confident that you have chosen the right path. Do you guys see this? Sometimes when you would see, I feel like the situations that would make you butt heads with other people, that would make you question your path and not move forward, in 2022, you don't question anymore. You listen to them, it's fine, you agree to disagree, you take in what they say, but ultimately you will go on your own path and surrender to your own passion. Very, very nice journey that you guys are taking. And I see just passive income for a lot of you because you follow your own passion. And for Leos to make passive income, it's very powerful. Leos, your energy is so strong, and whatever you create and whatever you create momentum in, it's going to be so strong, so powerful. Let's see what else comes up for you, Leo. I pulled my chakra deck, so let's see. We have the root chakra. That's what I see from this card. But it's movement meditation. I celebrate and honor my physical body through dance and movement. Basically, it is our root chakra. Our root chakra is how we connect to our physical world, our house, our body, our five senses, our, how stable we feel in all of that, how stable we feel in our relationships, our finances, our house, our body. And these are things that are going to come into play next year, and you get to learn to trust, and you get to learn to negotiate and compromise and come together. And then from there, you build this foundation where you can move forward and trust, and you have no issue moving forward. You're focused, right? No longer focusing on the wrong things. And I love this for you, Leo, because you're such a fiery sign that sometimes your mind can get chaotic. But it just seems like you learn to organize your thoughts next year. Work with the colors red a lot. Red candles, maybe red bed sheets. Work with the color red. Get yourself some new red clothing. However you want to work with the red. Red lipstick. And it will really help you and benefit you. And something else that I wanted to pull for you, Leo, is an herb that I would like for you to work with. And I'm going to pull from the herb deck, and then we'll head out of the reading. Okay, so we have the apple. Forbidden. And you can never tell a lion no. I mean, you can, but you know what I'm saying, right? If a lion wants something, it'll get it. And I feel like that's such an energy that you're going to have next year. And I want you guys to work with apples. There's so many ways to work with apples, and there's so many energies that apples give spiritually. Abundance, love, prosperity, good luck, and passion, fertility. And so you could use it in so many ways. What I would do is slice up apples. I love eating apples with tahini. What you could do is bless your apple, or you could offer it to your spirits and then cut it up and give them a slice and then eat it yourself. So many things you could do with apples. Apple oil, apple flavored incense, perfume. I just feel like apples will lift your spirits in the ways that a Leo needs, and ways that would help a Leo thrive. And I love that for you. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you very, very soon. Bye.